mad love. So take a look what you've done. Cause baby, now we got.
Hey y'all, it's Lauren. I am back again with you guys today for a new video, and this one is all about getting your first job, or maybe just getting a job in general, because as college students or as kids in high school, we really want our own money and we don't want to have to ask our parents for everything, and when we can buy something. So it's kind of nice to just have your own bank account and your own money to go buy what you want, buy your clothes, buy your makeup, buy stuff for making YouTube videos, or whatever your hobbies are, that kind of thing. It's nice to not have to ask your parents for that. So I'm going to tell you guys how you can get your first job and tips and tricks that will really be helpful for you guys. Or tips and tricks for just getting a job in general if you guys need a little refresher on kind of what to do for an interview. The first tip I can say, especially for someone who's looking for a first job, is to apply everywhere. Don't be super duper selective. You're probably going to end up somewhere that's not the best place ever, but it's getting that experience and getting something on your resume to show other future companies that you have had experience working with a manager and in certain settings and doing stuff like that. So getting that kind of experience might not be the funnest thing, but it will definitely help you in the long run. I know my first job, I actually worked at an Applebee's, and I was a hostess / bus girl. We called them SAs, server assistants. And honestly, it was pretty good money being a server assistant. You get a tip out share from all the servers at the end of the night. And that was a nice little chunk of cash for me to have, once a week or whatever. So applying anywhere, it's definitely a good idea. You'll have more options once some of them start accepting you and calling you back. Tip number 2 is when you're going into an interview, dress to impress. It does not matter where you're going to interview, you need to be dressing your best at all times. And this means to be very careful. You want to be very conservative. So girls, necklines, they need to be a little bit higher, and your skirt length still need to be super short. You can never go wrong with wearing a simple pencil skirt with a blouse and a blazer and some flats. It's honestly a simple outfit, and it looks very professional. And if you're not into skirts, a nice pair of black dress pants or slacks always works as well. But definitely don't go into an interview thinking you don't need to dress up, because you want to make a really good first impression on the company or the business that you're going to be working for, regardless of who they are and what they do. Tip 3 is to go ahead and practice interview questions. So go ahead and grab your mom, grab your brother or sister, somebody in your family, a friend, and have them start asking you questions that are typical of interviews. So things maybe like, what are you looking to get out of this job? Why should we hire you? What makes you unique? What is your strengths? What are your weaknesses? Very typical interview questions, so that you have an idea of what you want to say, and it'll help you get more confident in answering these types of questions. So an easy thing to do is to go on Pinterest or just Google interview questions. You'll find a ton of different ones, and that way you can go ahead and start kind of practicing your answers. I do this before every interview I have, regardless of how many times I've had interviews, and it usually helps because that way it really calms me down and I know a lot about what topics I want to mention for certain questions. Tip 4 is when you're going into your interview, make sure you are confident. Be confident in yourself and how you're holding yourself. You have good posture, and you want to talk loud enough that they can hear you. Yeah. You don't want to talk like that. You want to be making eye contact with the person, use your hands when you're talking, and really provide a lot of examples by yourself. And this kind of ties into the next tip, which is you're selling yourself. So, not in a creepy, sketchy way, that's weird, but in you want to tell them why you're going to be the best candidate, why they're going to want you as an employee, and show them that you are qualified and you have gotten experience from other things. Even if you've never had a first job, you can really pull in things from your school. If you have an awesome GPA and you're in high school, include that in there. Or if you're in other clubs in high school, definitely include that. Or even teams. You can be I have been on a soccer team for 8 years now, and we have a very structured schedule, and I learned about time management and really pushing myself, and use those kind of things to your advantage. You don't have to already have a job on your resume to get experience. So really pull from the things that you've done, no matter what they are, and kind of put that out there and be this is why I'm cool. You want to hire me because I'm going to make your business awesome. Tip 6 is do not forget your resume. Again, this goes with no matter where you are going, bring a copy of your resume. If you don't have one, I recently wrote a post on like sorority resumes, which can be pretty similar to like normal resumes, so I will have my blog link down below for you to go find that. And use that though. Use like Google like sample resumes and just make a simple one. Usually you just want to include your basic information, maybe any clubs you are a part of and things that they've taught you, as well as like any community service, maybe your GPA or your grades in school, that kind of stuff. And then maybe 2 or 3 references for them to kind of contact and be like, oh, how is this girl? How does she work under pressure? Like da 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 da. That can be like a mentor, a coach, a teacher, like lots of different people if you've never had a job before. The last tip I have for you guys is to come prepared with questions to ask them. And this is something that I think will really make you stand out as an applicant when you are definitely in your interview. Ask them questions like, when should I hear back from you about the position? What does a typical day usually include? Or what duties would I be required to perform, etc. Like questions like that. And then again, you can Google and Pinterest these kind of questions to ask as well. And this is going to make you look like you're interested in the company, you're interested in the business, and you're really looking forward to the job. And that's going to kind of give you a step up from other applicants who are just kind of like, no, I don't have any questions, bye, and then leave. You know, it's going to leave a really good impression on you. That is all of the tips that I have for you guys today on getting your first job, or maybe just getting a job in general. If you guys have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. Do not forget to subscribe to this channel and my vlog channel, which is always linked down below. Again, guys, this video, these are just my tips. I'm not a professional or anything on careers and stuff. But if you have more tips that you think will be useful, definitely leave them in the comments for other people to check out and read, because I know that's really, really helpful for them. Alright guys, I hope that you guys have a great week ahead of you or a great day, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys!